It's fine.
Okay, good. But I don't know. Oh, good. Here we go. Mute all. Okay. All right, you guys. And I think I'm set up so you can see me pretty good over here. Yeah? Yes. Okay. So come and just lie down on your mat. No special way. Just come lie down. Whatever feels comfortable. You can have yourself stretched out, legs long, or if you want to put your feet on the mat, or feet together, knees open. Something underneath you to lift your heart. Whatever feels good. We're just coming to lay down for a moment. And just feeling yourself settle in to your practice. I'm just going to read a very short quote to you, but it's really kind of powerful. For me it is, and I think we forget as adults. And especially right now, it's hard to have fun and laughter because of so much unease in our world. So, but you know, when we were children, we had so much freedom, right? Freedom just to do what we want without worrying about what people think so much, and just have fun. So as we become adults, we kind of lose that playfulness. And I think it's important that we hang on to that, at least some of the times, allow the fun, right? And how we can do that is a lot of times by even just daydreaming. And so anyway, let me read this quote and then I'll talk a little more about my thoughts on it. So if you will allow yourself to be a dreamer, you can create a new kind of freedom, a freedom of expansion. This new freedom opens the door to a future filled with love and light, filled with all that is. You know, just so a dreamer, right? Used to be criticized for daydreaming, I guess, as a kid, like stop daydreaming, you know. But honestly, this is how we start to envision and create things in our lives, is by seeing a dream or a vision of what it is we'd like to manifest, and allowing part of that to be fun, right? Like maybe manifesting something fun for yourself in this lifetime of traveling, maybe whatever makes us happy. Just getting outdoors for the day, allowing yourself freedom to feel that lightness in the heart. You know, sometimes even just if you, not now maybe, but like I know when I would go to the beach, I love to swing on the swings. I mean, it's just so fun. So just childlike behavior like this can really help us. And then having dreams as to what we want to bring into our lives. So just, you know, if you haven't closed your eyes, go ahead. And for a moment, let's envision a place that makes us feel this way. It could be your own backyard. It could be a place you visited before, or you visit often. It could be a certain activity that you enjoy that brings you freedom. Freedom from the binding that we feel in everyday life. Freedom in the liberation of our thoughts without being judged. Okay? Freedom to be with all that is. And we are part of that. We are all that is, right? I am. We are that. So as you begin to see this beautiful place or this activity that you love to do, just see yourself there and feel what it's like in your heart. Can you feel some of that joy? It's using our imagination, our vision, our senses. Can you smell whatever it is? Maybe you're in a garden. I don't know what your favorite place is, right? But use your senses to connect to that, or the activity. And just know that we can always go to this place. And just as you breathe in, start to notice the length of your inhale and your exhale. Just feeling your body's breath moving in and out. Just breathing in. Let's inhale to sow and exhale to hum as you envision this peaceful place where you can feel your heart expand, your dreams start to open, your mind. So hum, I am. So hum means I am. Just breathing out. Really taking your time to inhale and exhale. And when the mind drifts, because it will, right? We'll just bring ourselves back to that space, this happy place. And allow yourself the freedom to be childlike in your thoughts in this process of starting to liberate the mind. And liberate the mind from the everyday chatter. So hum. A few more deep inhales and exhales. With this so hum. Just a few more rounds, noticing if there's places in the body you can relax more. And just feeling this lightness. Life should be a fun dance. Right? With a few bumps, they come, right? But overall, it should be a dance. It should be joyful. So try and feel that right here. And as we create joy for ourselves, then that vibration attracts exactly that to us. Okay. Just a few more moments of breathing in, so hum. Knowing that you are in the right place right here. Breathing into our practice. Very good. Right, just seeing what's there. If you're at the beach, really seeing the waves, seeing the sun on the water. If you're in your garden, noticing the smells, the butterflies that are out. There's so many monarchs flying around right now. Hummingbirds, it's just a beautiful time. Maybe going up to the mountains is your thing. Higher elevations, it's warm, but it's beautiful there. Nice lakes. We're so lucky to have things so close to us. Just a few more moments, so hum. Nice. And when you're ready, let's take a breath in through the nose and just fill yourself up. Breathe from the belly, the ribs to the collarbones. Breathe in so. Hold at the top, relax everything. And then open the mouth and exhale out. Just hum. You could do it in your mind too. But you're by yourself, so if you want to say out loud, so hum. It kind of helps. You can feel the vibration of you. So another breath in, breathe in. Pausing at the top. Exhaling, letting it go. And we'll do one more. Big breath in. Pausing. And exhaling, let it go. Really nice, beautiful. All right, so if you're lying flat on your back, great. If you have something underneath, let's remove it. And just hug the knees into the chest for a moment now. Pull the knees in, maybe one at a time. And just feel the stretch in the low back, the tops of the thighs. Maybe adding a little rocking motion if it feels good. Just feeling ourselves in this moment. Right. Staying with your breath. With this joyful feeling. And just coming back into stillness. Interlace the hands on the right shin and just take your left foot to the ground. Right, so the knee is bent, and we'll just inhale, squeeze the right knee in a little bit and feel how that stretches the top of the thigh, the whole hip crease area. And then exhale, soften. So we're not firing up the shoulders, we're just keeping it soft. Inhale, hug the knee in. Exhale, softening. Good, let's do a couple more times. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, soften. Good, two more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, soften. Nice, and one more time. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, soften. Good. This time as you squeeze in, release your left hand and just move this right knee out to the side. Start to activate your foot a little bit, or move it. I don't know if it's activating it, but it's waking it up, right? Circle the ankle, point and flex, wiggle your toes. Feel the stretch on the right inner thigh. Good. Maybe just stay here, or if you feel ready, you could take yourself into a half-happy baby. You could pull on the back of your thigh, your calf, ankle, maybe the side of your foot even. Maybe just feeling the stretch now in the hamstring a little more. Remembering to keep your shoulders on the mat. Take a big breath here, right into the leg. Exhaling out. And then go ahead and release and pull the knee all the way back to the center. Interlace the hands on your shin and flex your foot. And let's slide this left leg to straight. Reaching through the heel, press the back of the thigh to the ground. Just finding the elongation of our spine. And just breathing full breaths here, in and out. Just letting it feel good to take these deep breaths. Right? Make sure you use the belly. Right? Full breaths. Right, one more big breath in. Keep pressing the back of that left thigh to the ground and reach to the heel. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and reach the left leg up to the sky just for a moment. Right, just again, moving the foot around on this side, pointing and flexing. Getting all the blood, the lymph to come back down the other way. And either taking a strap or maybe your hand behind your left calf and just gently pull the leg towards you, right? Not a whole bunch, just to a point that it feels good, right? Right, just breathe here. And one more big breath into the back. Good. And then bend the knee, the left knee, and hug your knees in. Good, really nice. Maybe a little rocking in between again if that feels nice. Okay, rubbing it along the back body, staying with the full breath. And then coming back to stillness, let's take our right foot to the ground, interlace the hands on the left shin, flex the foot, and then we'll inhale, squeeze the leg in, exhale, soften it. Right? A couple more times. Inhale, squeezing in, exhale, softening. Just feeling that nice stretch at the top of the thigh. A lot going on in that hip crease area, right? There's muscle, obviously, but there's ligaments and tendons in there, and the fascia, that soft skin. Couple more times. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, release. Good. One more time. Inhale, squeezing in. Exhale, release. Good. This time, squeeze in. Release your right hand and move that left knee out to the side. Start to feel the stretch in the inner thigh. You move your foot a little, wake it up, say hello. Keep your breath nice and full. Big breath in. Exhaling out. Right, deep inhales from the belly up. Exhaling fully out. Maybe one more. Exhaling out. Either staying as you are or now taking this leg into a variation of half. Maybe you can grab the foot, the ankle, right? Maybe the calf, maybe the back of the thigh feels good. Right, but just see if you can get deeper into your hamstring. And keep your whole shoulder girdle on the mat, your shoulder heads. Right, just breathe a lot of breath into the back of your leg here. Big inhales and full exhales. Good. One more big inhale. See if you can feel the joy of your practice. Exhaling out. Coming back to that feeling of freedom in the heart. Interlace the hands on the left shin, hug the knee in, flex the foot. Slide your right leg to straight. Really activate it. Hug your shoulder girdle down your back, right? Reach through the heel of your right foot, press your thigh down. Deep breaths here, in and out. Big inhales, full exhales. Good. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale out. Good. Moving from the core. So make sure your navel is to your spine as you reach your right leg up. Right. Again, maybe now circle the ankle. Point and flex. Wiggle all your toes. Right. Just saying hello. And then just trying to walk your hand, or maybe a strap comes here, but you're going to pull the leg gently in, not for a long time, but just enough to start to really feel your hamstring, right? Say hello. Breathing in and out. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Really nice. Good. Now leave the right leg up and then add the left leg. Just legs up. If you need a strap around the feet, do it. You don't have to hold the legs unless you want to. Right? You can hold the backs of your thighs. You can bend your knees, and just let all the blood flow back down here. It's so good for us to reverse the blood flow. Right? Just a couple more of these. Good. Beautiful. And then let's take a breath on the exhale. Open the legs wide into a wide V. Again, if you want to have a strap on your legs, have one there, right? Hold the outer thighs if you want, or place your hands on the inner thighs. Just let your arms maybe reach overhead. Maybe that's an option for you. But go ahead, lift your frontal hip bones towards your lower ribs so you're not dumping to your low back. Pull your navel in so you have a little core support. Just breathing here, saying hello to the legs. Right? Like, hello. One more big breath in. Exhale out. Good. Now start to bend your knees and place your feet to the outside edges of your mat, outside seams of the feet. So we're in a very wide leg Baddha Konasana. Right, so the feet are not touching, but we're getting a nice stretch here. Breathing. One or two more big breaths. Good, and as you're ready, let's start to walk the feet in now and bring the soles of the feet together. And again, if you want to add support, putting blocks underneath, you can, underneath your legs. And maybe just gently massage the inner thighs a little bit open. Like just slide your hands down the inner seams of your thighs. That's to help the fascia, right? That it's like a netting, that skin that comes around all of our body. And it gets tight. So if we just kind of gently feel our fascia by pushing it down and away from the hip crease area, we'll start to loosen up our hips even. Right, so just let that relax you. Good, beautiful. Just a couple more breaths here. Big breaths in and out. Very nice. Good. And then let's go ahead. You can use your hands if you want. Let's place our feet flat on the mat now, hip width and parallel. Good, and then cross your right ankle over your left. And push your thigh away from you, but glue your left side down. Just feel this stretch in your hip, breathing. Core is a little engaged, right? You don't ever want to jump to the low back. Okay, beautiful. Maybe this feels best, just pressing the right ankle into the top of the left thigh and your right hand pressing it open. You can stay here. Or maybe we want to lift our legs a little bit. And maybe just rock your legs side to side if that feels okay. Right? Just like we were with the knees hugging into the chest, we'll rock side to side. Right? Just feeling this nice sensation along the hips and the piriformis, the low back, the QLs, those long muscles along your spine. Good, and then we'll eventually come to stillness. And let's go ahead and either stay here, just pressing, maybe grabbing the back of the left thigh with one hand, if that feels all right. Maybe right hand pushing the right leg forward. Maybe that's an option. Maybe you want to come to full thread the needle with the arms or the strap, right? Coming into this, as the left leg comes towards you, you're still sending that right knee, right hip crease forward. We're relaxing the shoulders and the face, and we're just breathing, right? Big breaths in and out. Good, beautiful. Soften your jaw. Let's do a lion's breath. That's playful, right? Let's take a big breath in. Stick your tongue out, bug your eyes. Ha! To release the jaw, right? Beautiful. Either stay here or now reach the left leg to the sky. Even if you have a strap, you could take your strap behind your thigh, right? And then reach up through the heel. Right? Keep pressing the right knee, hip crease forward. Get this nice stretch here. One more big breath in. Exhale out. Very nice. We bend the left knee and place your foot to the floor. Good, beautiful. Uncross your right leg. Take your feet as wide as the mat and let's windshield wiper our legs side to side. Just to kind of release, right? Rolling over again the glutes now and the outer hips. Feeling the front of the thighs, the hip flexors, psoas muscles. Just a couple more side to side. And then we'll come back into stillness and let's walk our feet in, hip width and parallel. We'll take a breath on the exhale. We'll cross this left ankle over the right. So make sure your foot is far enough past your thigh on this left foot so that you can really pull your toes back towards your knee and press your ankle into your right thigh and your left hand into your thigh without picking up the right side, right? We're staying nice and firm and glued down. Let's take a few breaths here. Relax your shoulders, relax your throat. And just keep breathing, feeling the stretch in the hips. Good, beautiful. One more big inhale. Exhaling. Good. Keep pressing the two together, and if it's possible, we'll pick the legs up here. The leg and the thigh pressing will, even sometimes maybe if you feel like you need support, just hold on to the edges of your mat. Right? Or just gently, just rocking it side to side here. Noticing how it helps open up the hips and the back. Maybe a couple more. Our bodies, the nervous system actually enjoys the rocking. Of course, that's why when we're babies, our mothers rocked us, or whoever rocked us when we're upset, because it calms the nervous system, right? So now flex the foot. Maybe hold the right hand behind the right thigh and the left hand pressing the leg open. Maybe that feels good. Or coming into the full threading of the needle here, right? Maybe the strap is there, maybe the hands. You definitely want to use a strap if your shoulders and neck are all picking up off the ground, right? We don't want that. Now, as you pull that right leg in, keep sending the left knee hip crease forward. Feel the squareness in your hips. Breathe deeply into your left hip. Let's take a big breath and do another lion's breath here. Breathe in. Open the mouth, stick the tongue out like your eyes. Ah, good. Either stay here or now go ahead, extend the right leg up. Keep pressing the ankle thigh together, and then either a strap or your hands on the back of your thigh, not your knee. Reach up through the heel, flex your feet, relax your shoulders, keep breathing. Okay, one more big inhale. Exhale. One more in. Exhale out. Very good. Let's go ahead and bend the right leg and place the foot down and cross the left leg. Feet are going to walk in closer now. They'll be hip width parallel, but closer. Good. And let's do a waterfall Setti Bandha, bridge pose. So that means we're going to go up. Arms can be in a gold pose, or they could be overhead, but we're going to press those feet down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As we exhale, pick our pelvis up, get nice and long, extend your tailbone, pull your heels back. You should feel your hip girdle and your glutes working here. Pull your navel in, get the tailbone long. On the exhale, come back down. I want you to do 3 more with your breath as your rhythm, so don't worry about following me, just do your breathing, inhaling when you're ready. On the exhale, we lift. All right, breathe at the top. And when you're ready, you'll roll back down as you exhale. Okay, so 2 more times, just moving through. All right, bringing it back down. When you're ready. Okay, 2 more, so maybe you have 1 more now. And then bringing it back down. Very nice, good, beautiful. This time, let's go ahead and hold on to the edges of the mat. Tuck your shoulder tips together, so lift up, get your sternum lifted, make sure your head, of course, doesn't have anything underneath it. Breathe in as you exhale, lift up, and just use the arms. You can pull down on the mat to help you, like pulling away from you as you drag your heels back. Right? Move your chin a little away from the chest, open the airway, right? Take some deep breaths here. Let's see if we can take 5 big breaths in our Setti Bandha, our bridge pose. Breathing in at your own timing, 5 big breaths. Dragging the heels back, right? Navel in, tailbone long. After your 5th one, perhaps when you're ready, you can come up to your toes. Get a little higher. And then exhaling, roll it down and tuck your shoulders. Nice and easy. Rolling all the way back down. Very good. Beautiful. Now slide your right leg to straight and slide your left leg to straight. Just relax here. And then inhale, reach your arms overhead and get really long in both directions. Nice big breath in. Exhale. Ha. Good. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and take the right hand to that left wrist and go ahead and hinge your body like you're standing on your feet. Hinge to the right and get the stretch along the left side of your body. And you can even bend your elbows, relax your shoulders. And then start to move the right leg if it feels like you have the space. More to the right. And then maybe the left leg comes along. So we're looking more like a banana. But try to keep your left hip on the ground. So you don't want to go so far to the right that the left hip is picking up. If it's possible, you might cross your ankles. Okay, let's take some big breaths here, in and out. Okay, one more big breath into the side body. Exhale out. Good, uncross the ankle if it is. Move your legs back first. And then bring your torso back to the center. Reach up again. Big inhale. Exhale. Relax your legs. Let's take the left hand and grab the right wrist, hinging towards the left, finding length in your side body. The arms don't have to be straight. You can have bent elbows if it feels better. Slide, slide, slide the left leg over to the left. And then maybe the right leg joins us. Maybe the right ankle crosses over the left, but keeping the back body flat to the ground. Just feeling this nice stretch, breathing in and out. Good. One more big inhale. Exhaling. Lovely. Uncross the right leg, bring your legs back, reach long through the arms. One last time, big inhale. Exhale. Good, and bring your arms down. Just bend the knees and place our feet to the mat, and one at a time, hug your knees back into the chest. Giving them a little squeeze, perhaps a little rock side to side. Good. Let's take our arms out into a T. We'll take a breath, and on the exhale, drop your legs to the right. We'll come into a nice reclining twist. Right, maybe the right hand weighs the legs down. Again, you know you can always add a block if you want to move the floor up a little bit. Looking wherever the neck feels the best. Sometimes looking to the left feels good, right? So we try to keep that left shoulder to the ground. But maybe neutral to the ceiling is better, or even choosing to look to the right. But fill up your body with breath. Big inhales, full exhales. Maybe two more big breaths. Let's take our time here to wring ourselves out. Very nice, good. When you're ready, press the arms down, pull the navel, and if it's all right, two legs come back together. Inhale. Exhale, dropping on over to that left side. Maybe left hand weighing those legs down. You can always go post the arm on that right side if it helps the shoulders stay to the ground more. Just a few breaths in and out. Good. One more big breath here. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale out. Very nice. Good. Press the arms down. Let's inhale. Bring ourselves back. Give yourself another squeeze. If it feels okay, let's roll up. Bring our forehead towards our knees. And just round the spine. Very nice. Good. Beautiful. You can always have one hand behind your head, right? Either rock and roll your way up or lay your head down, roll to the side, press yourself to a seat. Whatever feels more comfortable, but we'll come up now. And just making our way up to a seat. Perhaps a blanket is appropriate to sit on. Okay. We just clean up into Sukhasana. And the seat of the observer. So find your sitting bones. And sit back in your seat so you're not pitching forward. Drag your shoulders down your back. Palms can be up or down. Closing the eyes. Coming into this moment once again. Just reminding yourself of that vision, that place where you can dream and be free, and playful. Allowing freedom as we move through our practice. The mind, right? It's really what yoga is about. It's not just liberating the body, but the mind, liberating the mind. Just bring our hands to our heart. Just bow in and acknowledge yourself. Knowing that you are taking such great care of yourself because you showed up this evening. Maybe a more specific intention here if you'd like. We'll go ahead and open our practice with the sound of let's take a breath in. Nice big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good. Reach the arms out to the side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. We're going to go slow 2 more times like that. Inhale, reach out. Come up if it's available. Maybe look up. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhaling. Really nice. This time, split your arms. Breathe in. As you exhale, let's twist to the right side. So we've got the right hand behind us. The left hand is helping on that right thigh, but we're gluing down the left side, right? It's not picking up. You're going to look wherever the neck feels the best. I'm actually going to look forward. I've got a little cramp in my neck today. So I'm going to look to the left to stretch out the right side. So do what feels good. Find that spot. And then breathe full breaths. One more big inhale. Exhaling. Good. Pull your navel in. Inhale, come back up. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale to the heart. And let's walk out here. So walk to the center first here. Right, and just get a nice stretch into the hips again. Here, let your head go. Breathe. All the way up your back body, big breaths. And then when you're ready, on the exhale, walk yourself back in. Take the time, change the cross of your legs. I know, right? Reestablish your seat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, splitting the arms, left hand behind, right hand across, taking our twist, relaxing our shoulders, breathing that full breath in and out. And again, looking wherever the head feels good. I'm going to look to the back now so I can still stretch the right side of my neck. So do what feels good. There's no right or wrong. But you must breathe, right? Let's use that breath to bring ourselves out. One more big inhale. Exhaling. Beautiful. This time as we exhale, we'll unwind. We'll inhale, sweep arms up. And then exhale, let the hands come down and walk back out. A few breaths here. Breathing in and out. One more big inhale. Exhale. Good. When you're ready on the exhale, let's walk ourselves back in. And then go ahead and extend out your right leg. Okay, good. Find your seat again. Pressing down into the left thigh for a moment. Go ahead and just run your hand down to your right foot any amount. But glue the left side down. Just for a moment, feel that stretch. Right? Good. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale out. Good. Come back up. This time reach up with the right arm, twisting towards the left, then hinging, reaching, hinging, reaching. Now if you like, you can have a strap for this. We're going to pull ourselves up and over, and we're going to send this left arm overhead, but keep the left thigh glued down, right, in the sitting bone. All right, one more big breath in. Exhale out. One more, breathing in. Exhaling out. Good, last breath. Good, as you exhale, bring yourself back up. Very nice, good. You have a strap, go ahead, release it. Let's pull our leg in and change sides. And that will extend the left leg out. Right leg comes in. And just to start, we're going to just press down on this thigh, this right thigh, just to try to open it up a little bit. And just a gentle sliding down of your arm down your leg on the left. And just feel that for a moment, right? Breathing. Maybe you're feeling your back a little, your inner thighs, maybe that right thigh a lot. Just see what you feel, breathe into it. Good, and then gently come back up. Maybe you're going to take a strap, maybe you're not. Either reach up with this left arm and take a breath. As you exhale, come forward, reach, 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 and then maybe you have a strap, you put it around. Right, you pull yourself, you're twisting, right? So move the left ribs away, and then the right arm comes up and over, and we glue that right side down. And we just reach, 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 and breathe. Big breaths in and out. All right, one more big inhale into this whole right side body. Exhaling out. And as you exhale, we'll bring ourselves back up. Very good. Release the strap if you have one. Pull your legs all the way in. Let's give ourselves a little squeeze. Right, just squeezing here, feeling the back body. Very nice, good. Nice big breath all the way up the back body. Exhale out. And from here, let's go ahead and make our way to our hands and knees. Let's come forward. Maybe use a blanket if you want. And we'll come into a tabletop pose. So knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, spread the fingers out, squeeze your shoulders onto your back, tuck your tail a little. Crown of the head reaches forward, right? The head is in line with the spine. And when you're ready, we'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, curling the toes, lift the tailbone look up, heart moves forward. Exhale, we'll flatten the feet and round the spine and push it away into cat pose. So a few of these with your breath as your rhythm. Inhaling into cow. Exhale, rounding into your cat. So keep that going, just a few more breaths. Feel free if you want to move your hips a little bit or anything else. Along with this motion of undulating through the spine. And just waking up your vertebrae, knowing that your central nervous system is starting to be a little more activated because it runs along the spine, right? Maybe 2 more rounds like this. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to the neutral spine where we started. And go ahead and slide the right leg behind you. And just reach your heel towards the ground and get a stretch into the back of your legs. Squeeze your shoulder girdle onto your back, pull your navel in, try to be squared off in your hips. Right, looking to the floor, just be on your hands. Maybe this left hand can reach forward. From there, maybe the right leg picks up. Right, coming into balance. Squeeze everything into the midline, the outer hips, the rib cage, your belly. One more breath. Exhale out. Release the left hand. Release the right leg. Leave it there for a moment. Spin your left shin out and come onto the inner edge of your right foot. Maybe left hand moves in a little bit. We're coming into a variation of Tadasana. Right, so press down through that right foot. Reach up through your hips and your ribs. Stack your shoulders. Your tailbone is long. Press into the first set of your knuckles. Maybe bend the elbow on that left arm a little. If it feels okay, maybe the right arm can come up and over. Get this nice stretch and then let everything round. Here she is. She woke up. You were sleeping. Well, hello, my dear. One more big breath in. Exhale out. Good. Now bring your arm down so you get a little roundingness of the shoulder. Place your right hand down, below the left shin, and pull the right leg in. Let's push back. Pose of a child for a moment. And take a rest. Big toes together. If the floor doesn't touch the ground, that's okay. Right, just build the floor up. Feel the stretch here. Big inhales and full exhales. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good, beautiful. And when you're ready, we'll inhale our way back up. Right hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, let's extend the left leg back. Toes curled under, sending the heel towards the ground. Maybe walk your hands in so that your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Down through the knuckles of your hands. Feel that stretch into the back of this leg, this left leg. Core is engaged, hips are even. Find a gaze, your drisky for your eyes. And this right arm reaches forward, and then maybe you lift the left leg up. Right? Squeeze your outer hips, your core, your rib cage. Breathe. Right, one more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Release the right hand, release the left leg. So you're going to spin the right shin out. Maybe this right hand moves in a little bit, right? You want to align the knee, the hand, and the left foot. So now the back is to you. So press the tip of the foot down. Send your hips, ribs up. Reach up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything together. Right? Maybe bend that lower elbow to help your shoulder blade come under the heart. Maybe now left arm comes up and over the ear. We get really long. Stretch, stretch, stretch. One more big breath here. Good. And as you exhale, go ahead and round your way down. Let that stretch feel good in the shoulders. Pull the left leg back in. Send it back one more time. Child's pose. Few breaths here. This time, let's go ahead and bend our elbows. So try to get your arms close to your ears. They don't have to be right next to you, but as close as it's comfortable. And then bend the elbows and bring your hands to prayer. And see if you can bring it behind your head, your neck, and then press the elbows down and get a little stretch in your underarms, your lymphatic system here. Right, the triceps, breathing into that space, creating space across the shoulders. In the back, one more big inhale. Exhale. Good, release your hands. Inhale, come back up to all fours. All right, let's prepare ourselves to come up into Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. So spin the eye, the elbows forward, hug your arms towards each other, press into that first set of knuckles, curl the toes under. Take a breath on the exhale. Lift your hips up and back. And pushing the floor away. Of course, you could take your feet as wide as you want. You could bend your knees. Right, good, beautiful. If you want to move around in your down dog and pedal your feet out, go ahead. If you want to shake your head out a little bit, right, but really feel the hollowing out of your armpits. Press into your first set of knuckles. Right, good. Lift your hips up and back. One more big breath here. Exhale out. Good. Come high onto your tippy toes. Just for a moment. Come forward and drop your knees. Good. Let's come down and just do a Phoenix pose. So a little back bend here. Let's just come onto your belly. Press your feet down. Hug your shoulder girdle onto your back. Pull your hands back. Pull your navel in. All right, so notice if your shoulders are coming forward like this. You want to really pull them back. You could take your arms out wider if that helps you. Keep the shoulders onto the back. Press the feet so much so maybe kneecaps are lifting. Pull your navel in. Drag your heart forward by pulling your hands back. One more big breath in. Exhale out. Good, beautiful. Really nice. Let's go ahead and bend the right leg and just press the thigh down into the ground and see if you feel a stretch in front of the thigh. Some of us are feeling it just like this. If not, you could go ahead and parallel the left hand or forearm to the mat, and maybe if you have your strap, or you can grab with your hands, right? Or take your strap, which I don't know, mine's way over here. But take your strap and pull your foot towards you, right? Just feel the stretch of the thigh, or just simply bend your knee, right? And press your thigh down. One more big breath in. Exhale out. And then it's a gentle release of your foot. Good. Set yourself up, Phoenix pose, one more time. Shoulder girdle down the back, tops of the feet pressing, heart pull. Hands pull back, heart moves forward, navel in. When you're ready, we'll bend the right or the left knee. Press the thigh down. If you feel enough, just doing that. Maybe parallel the right hand or forearm to the top of the mat and grab your strap or your hand and pull the heel towards your glutes. All right, feeling the stretch in the front of the leg. One more breath in. Exhale out. Last time in. Exhale out. Gently release your leg. Release yourself down for a moment. Bend your knees and sweat your legs. Very good. This time, release the legs behind you. Press the tops of the feet down. And bring your hands back by your ribs and hug your shoulders onto your back. Coming up into Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. So maybe you stay down low, just pulling your heart forward, right? If you want to challenge your back more, you could lift your hands. If you feel ready, you could lift up more, right? But hug your elbows in and pull your shoulders back and press your feet down, navel in, pubic bone pressing to the ground. One more breath. And on the exhale, lowering back down. Good. We'll do one more like this. Press your feet down. Inhaling as you exhale, lifting up any amount that feels right. Right, but not with the shoulders up to the ears, right? Hug everything in and down. Squeeze those rhomboid muscles. Get your wings onto your back. Okay, one more big breath in. Exhale out. And then gently lower yourself back down. Right, bend the knees toward your legs for a moment. Press yourself up. All fours, one more time, child's pose, just for a moment. Maybe lifting into the fingertip pads, arm bones off the ground, so then get a nice stretch in your shoulders. You can take your fingers out, your arms out wide, like a V. Get a little stretch into the shoulders here. Last big inhale. Exhale. And then let's walk ourselves back up to all fours. One more time. Let's get those hands nice and evenly planted into the mat. Spin the elbows forward. Hug those shoulder roll onto the back. Roll the toes under. Breathe in. On the exhale, lift it up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Good. Just a couple more breaths here. Good. One more big inhale. Exhale out. Press your toes down, right? Be in your feet. And as you exhale, we'll start to walk ourselves into a forward fold. Maybe the feet walk forward, maybe the hands do, maybe a combination of both. And just come forward, let your head go. You can bend the knees and your mount. Feeling the stretch into the back. Maybe shake your head out. Good, beautiful. Bend your knees and let's roll our way up to stand. Roll, roll, roll your way up. Oh, yeah, gonna stand for just a little bit. All right. So let's find our Tadasana. Press down through the feet. Right. Lift the frontal hip bones, tuck the tail, slide your shoulders down. Right. Chest is lifted, right? The chin has a bit of a tuck. Turn the shoulder girdle down the back, right? Press down through all your toes, especially the big toe mound, and feel the lift in your arch. Right? Lift the front of your thighs. Good, and as you're ready, we'll press down. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, hinging and diving forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees. Let your head go completely. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands can be on the blocks, the shins are the floor. Flat back, shoulders on the back. Exhale, fold back down. Press your feet down, use your arms and squeeze your glutes. Inhale up. Exhale. We'll do two more like this. Moving with your breath is your rhythm. If I'm going too fast or too slow, well, don't go any faster. Go slow. As you exhale, hinge and dive forward. Pull your hips back. Stay in the flat back. You can bend your knees, right? Hold in. When you're ready, inhaling into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Press down. Use your glutes. Use your feet. Press it down. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Let's do one more time. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, hinge and dive forward when you're ready. If I'm going too fast. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Okay. Press down, breathe in and come up. Move your hands to your heart as you exhale. Just breathe here for a moment. Everything's engaged. Lift the front of your thighs. Squeeze your buttocks, rib cage together, shoulder girdle heavy down the back. Beautiful. And if you have blocks, you might want to use them for this. Go ahead and bring them to the top of your mat. And if you have a blanket, you might want that too. So let's come and stand between these two, actually. Good. So take a few moments, get yourself set up. Go ahead and we'll inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, we'll hinge, we'll dive forward. Inhale to your flat back. Pause here for a moment. Good. When you're ready, see if you can shift the weight into your left foot. Pick the right leg up and just simply cross it behind you. I know this is going to be deep in the hips and then fold in. Right, so just a few breaths here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Squeeze your legs together and don't be willy-nilly in your feet. Press down through your big toe mounts, your heel, your toes, press them all down. And let your shoulders relax up the back. One more breath here. Exhale out. Inhale back to your flat back. Shift the weight to the left foot, uncross the right leg, and then just take it back behind you, runner's lunge. Move your blocks. Just maybe toe heel the left foot out, give yourself some space. Good. Beautiful. Walk the left foot forward and drop your right knee to the mat. Right, so you're not on your top of your kneecap. And you're above it, getting this nice stretch. Let's take a breath. We're just going to move in and out here for a moment. As you exhale, straighten left. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, straighten. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, straighten. Very good. Last time. Inhale. With a smile. Exhale. Let's hold here. Right, so if you want to move your blocks further back, you can do that. If you want to move further forward, right, but pull your thigh in your socket, right? Just let yourself be here. Engage your core. Don't square your hips up. I'm looking at my hips right now and they're not square. My right hip is sticking way out, so pull it back in, right? Breathe. One more big breath. Exhale. Good. Now come back up and can you press now your left foot to the mat? Right? It's a front stretch. It's your shin, your foot. Try to press your toes down on your left foot as best you can. One more breath. Exhale. Let's rebend the left knee. Come down. And let's come into our lizard pose. Bring the blocks inside your foot or your hands. Right? Maybe you stay at the first level. Maybe you go lower. Right? Maybe you decide, oh, I'll go to level 2 and we come down here. You know, whatever feels good. Maybe turn the left toes out and let that knee drop open a little bit. You can come all the way down if you can, or just wherever. Maybe you're at that first position. But let's breathe into the left hip. Right? Relax your shoulders and your face. Big breaths in and out. If it feels okay, you can certainly rock yourself side to side a little bit here. Kind of help open the hips in that way. Good. One more breath. Exhale out. Good. Just take a few more breaths here. Really feeling the hips open. Some of us might want to just take our left hand and press the thigh open if that feels okay. If that's too much, don't do it. Right? Always listen to your body. Right? One more breath. Exhale out. Very nice. Good. Let's toe heel that left foot in. Make our way back up. Grab blocks if you have them. Right, set yourself up, move your left foot back, curl the back toes under, back to your runner's lunge. Good. Move the blocks forward and inhale, lunge the back leg. Maybe fold in just for a moment for a standing L. Lift from the inner thigh of the right leg. Then as you exhale, bend the left knee, bring the right foot down, fold in. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, home. Just press our feet down and come all the way up. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift up. Exhale to your front. Just notice, right? Should feel more open in some ways on each side, right? On that left side, we worked it a lot. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Good. Inhale to the flat back. All the weight in the right foot. We'll pick the left foot up just enough to cross it behind us. Cross your legs. And then if you can, fold in. Breathe into your hips. Big breaths in and out. Good. One more big inhale. Exhale out. Last breath. Exhale, press your feet down, right? Stand in them. Your toes, your heels. Inhale to your flat back. When you're ready, unravel this left leg and try to step it back. Bring the blocks, frame up your right foot. Starting in the runner's lunge. There you go. And then we can scooch our right foot forward enough so that when we drop our left knee down, we're not on our kneecap. We'll breathe here, a few breaths. You guys, beautiful. And as we're ready, we'll inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, bend back. Just a couple of these, right? Waking up the hips. Inhale, straight. Exhale. And let's do one more like that. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to hold this, right? We're going to straighten that right leg as much as it feels good. And pull your thigh in your socket. Even out your hips, right? So let that left hip come in. And then maybe fold in. Only if it feels good. Maybe stay up enough, right? Just come to where you can breathe comfortably. Maybe a little engaged in the core. Your shoulders are on your back. They're not coming up to your ears. Breathe, breathe, breathe into the back of your right leg. Hello. One or two more big breaths in. Exhaling out. Good, last breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to your flat back. As you exhale, now see, can you press your right toes to the mat? You feel a nice stretch in your shin, but feel the stretch in the arch of your foot and the front of your foot, right? And just breathing into that. One more breath. Exhaling. Very nice, good. We'll bend back into the knee. We'll walk ourselves way forward. Bring the blocks to the inside of the right foot. And maybe this is where we stay. You can roll the outside edge of the right foot. You can turn your right toes out a little bit. Maybe you lower down on the blocks. Right? Coming to a place that feels good. Maybe just on your hands on the inside. Maybe no blocks. Maybe you can drop to the forearms. Right? Wherever you are, you're breathing comfortably. You're going to relax the jaw, let your head go. And then if it feels okay, you can do a little swaying in the hips side to side. If it doesn't, then stay still. Good, beautiful. One more big breath here. Exhale out. Very good. One more big inhale. Maybe for the last breath or two, the right hand pushes the leg open. Maybe. Good. Last big breath in. Exhale out. And we'll make our way up, so rolling into the flat foot of the right foot, right? Roll it in and it's rolled out. Come to your blocks. Frame up your foot and move the right leg back. Curl the back toe, squeeze your glutes straight. Good. In our runner's lunge. Here we are. Good. Move the blocks forward a little bit. Stand on the right leg just for a moment and standing out, or you can fold in more into a standing split. Okay? Divide the sky. One more breath here. Exhale out. Move the left foot down. Fold in. Really nice. Nice big inhale. Exhale out. Really nice. Inhale, come all the way up. Press your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Hands come to the heart. Very nice, everyone. Good. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the mat. Okay, so if you want to use your blocks just to come down, you can do that all the way down. If you have a block, I don't know if you do, If you don't, then use a blanket and fold it up, but lay down for a moment. Walk your feet in, knees are bent, lift your hips up, slide the block underneath your sacrum. That triangular bone, make sure it's comfortable. Okay. You can do this without blocks too, but let's reach the right leg to the sky. And it feels okay, we'll add the left leg for just a few moments. Let's get the feet up. So we're just reversing the blood in the limb. Right. Breathing here. Everything to flow the other way. Really nice. One more big breath in. Exhale out. And then bending the knees, place the left foot down, the right foot down. Make sure you still feel comfortable and extend the right leg and the right arm. Just breathing here. One more breath in. Exhale out. Bring the right arm down, bend the right knee, extend the left leg, extend the right arm, left arm. Left leg and arm, nice and long, breathing. Either staying here, or if you want a few breaths with both arms and both legs long, then let's do that. If it doesn't feel right for your low back, then just stick with the one leg. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Very nice. Bring your arms down first. Bend one knee at a time. Place your feet to the mat. Press down, lift up, remove your block, set it aside, roll down. Hug your knees to your chest. Very nice. Good. Beautiful. Let's keep the left leg hanging in, hug the right leg in. We'll take a breath and on the exhale, twist it. And let's move the right leg across. Maybe left hand pressing the right thigh forward, getting a nice, long, low back. Feeling that nice stretch in the lumbar spine, the top of the thigh, breathing deep breaths. Good. And when you're ready on the exhale, let's come back through the center. Squeeze both knees into the chest again. Maybe roll up. And release. Extending that right leg, left leg comes in, release the left hand. On the exhale, let's move the left leg across. Taking the twist again. If it feels right, use your right hand and press the top of the left thigh away from you, staying out of your shoulders. Just feeling that long spine. One more big inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Good. Let's come back through the center. Bending both knees, place them on the mat. And just roll to the side for a moment and grab whatever you have, bolster or a blanket. You could roll this up if you have a blanket. And just put it down. Come in front. And we'll lay down. You could bring your blocks along if you want. You could do a supported Tadasana if you want, or legs long. Just lie down. And this is where we'll stay for our final rest. And again, if it doesn't feel good to be in your Tadasana, don't do it. Just legs long or feet on the mat. But mostly coming into this space where the heart is lifted. Turn the palms up. So I'll take a big inhale. And then open the mouth, exhale one more time. Right into your final rest. Just coming back into this place of peace, this place of dream. Right. Just simply being here. Perhaps again repeating so hum as you breathe and visualizing this place of joy for you. Relax your face. Just being right here. And when the mind drifts, just bring it back to this moment. Knowing that we can always come to this place on our mats. We can do it wherever we are. We can be in peace and choose to be present and breathe. Staying with your breath. So hum. I am. And as you're ready, beginning to slowly wake yourself back up. Making small movements with fingers and toes. You can gently rocking the head side to side. If you'd like to take a full stretch, perhaps reach the arms overhead, legs long. And eventually bring the arms down or bend the knees. Either place your feet to the mat or hug your knees into your chest. And just roll to the side for a moment. Just pause there for just a breath or two. And remember the joy and the freedom that you always have. Just have to allow it to arrive. When you're ready, we'll press ourselves up into a seat. Gently bringing the hands back to the heart, bowing in. Really acknowledging and being grateful for this opportunity. And let's seal our practice with an Om, 3 Shantis and an Om. So just singing peace out into the universe. Let's take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. One more big inhale. Exhale out. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. So grateful for you all. Namaste.
Namaste.
Beautiful, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Great to see everybody. I can't unmute you guys for some reason. It's taken that away from me the last couple times. You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Karen. Beautiful class.
Thank you so much, you guys. I really enjoyed seeing you all. Thank you. You have a good evening.
See you next
Hopefully,
week.
hopefully I'll see you Saturday. Yeah?
Oh, yeah, Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Saturday.
Nice.
Yay, good. Terry, good to see you. Teresa and Evelyn and Gary, thank you so much, my friends.
Thank you, Karen. Beautiful class.
Thank you. You have a beautiful evening.
All right. Saturday.
Okay, see you Saturday. Bye now.